Hi, I'm Robert Todd for oral communication, and today I will be demonstrating organ, as you can see, and not just the organ, but how to be a church musician. Period. And this is a kind of a lost art because this was a big deal back in Old English times in the early 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th centuries, all the other centuries back before us, way before us, right now, this generation. This was the job to have. And if you were a church musician, you were very highly thought of because that just was the thing back then. But now people really kind of have a little misconception about musicians, where if you tell them, hey, you're a musician, sometimes people say things like, oh, really, that's what you do? But like, what do you do for a living? Those type of responses. And as a church musician, it kind of throws you off a little bit. Well, this is what I do. So enough talking. I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit first. So first and foremost, when I get in the service, this is an Episcopalian church, so the service is very structured, especially the first half, which is called the Eucharist, which is another name would be the service, just the main reading, scriptures, sermon, all that's in the Eucharist. And so you have to be very cautious of cues when people are talking, what to listen for, because you never want to come in early. If somebody hasn't said their cue for a certain uh, position of the service, so I'm gonna scoot over here and I'm gonna show you. Let's see. This is the program, as you can see, and on the inside, as I give you this visual aid, on the inside, you may can see a little bit. All of this from right here to the top is called the Eucharist. Now, each one of these parts right here in the service has specific cues that I personally were not used to because I'm from a Baptist church. So I had to really, when I started working here, I really had to understand. So in the beginning, there's a prelude, and as you notice from the organ, it has these little things up here, these white bars up here. They're called stops. They literally, you press them, they light up, and they make different sounds. And where you see my foot down here, these are the pedals. They provide the bass notes. You can just hold them, matter of fact, you can just hold one note and go to town on the keys. So yeah, so the organ is very different from piano. The keys are different. They're called unweighted keys, and that means they have no weight to them. You press them down, they're the same volume. You can't really adjust with your finger strength. So that can be an advantage and disadvantage depending on what you're used to. So, but that's the biggest difference. Unweighted keys, they have no bottom, they're just flat. Same up here. These two things are called the manuals. You can set this a different way by pressing these additional stops up here. You have one side for one and another side for the other. So I could play right here as this way. And while I'm doing that, maybe I want to do a little something different down here. And that if maybe the people are feeling it, they want to sing a little bit louder. Well, I just join in right here. And as they come down, we're getting ready to end it. I'll bring it down. And I'll just turn off some of these stops. And that's basically how you play the organ and be a church musician. So listen for cues when a preacher says, or a pastor, priest, bishop, whoever's preaching, and they say things like, and all the saints sing, there's going to be that cue for a hymn. Or amen. Amen is the biggest cue probably a church musician will ever have. So amen, move on to the next. But other than that, that's how you play the organ. You listen and you play. You find your stops. You figure out which manual you're going to put it on. This half is for the top. This half is for the bottom. Your foot, if you're good at that, play that with it. Other than that, that's pretty much it.